Alright, back at it, I think. Okay, well, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what I did. I think I just went to Abernathy, right? Yeah. Sunshine Town, okay. Right, because we were trying to go to down, yeah, because we got bit by that dumbass dog. Alright, cool. Well, huh. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I remember I broke my, like, arm while, yeah, because I was going to clear out the movie theater. Right. Or, actually, because I also remember, yeah, it's midnight, so I also remember I was going to attempt to clear out the Concord downtown, so we're going to give that a try. The only, I don't, now, let me do this one time, because so my, long story short, I think, I'm not diagnosed, but I think I have really bad OCD. I think I'm over the quote-unquote OCD that I was experiencing the first time going through this, but let me just give it a shot. I don't really want to, like, explain it if it's not really going to be relevant. And damn, that sucks. Okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, I can stealth away from these guys, but it's like, I just kind of want to... Yeah, I can't really take that shot. Hopefully I can clip this guy's head. Yeah, of course not. Oh well. Hopefully we can get a headshot on the other guy, and I'll finish the other one off with a knife, so we can save a bullet. Actually, I'm being dumb. I should have grabbed more ammo. Are they even going to come over here? Now, honestly, I don't think I will need more ammo. I think I should have just enough. It'll incentivize me to... Like, in my head, when I play this game, I like to... Oh, shit. I like to... Ah, God damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright, whatever. I like to just not take shots if I don't have to, because, like, I'm like an ultra... like, resource saver, if you haven't noticed. Alright, we're gonna shoot this guy and then hopefully knife the other guy when he comes towards me. Alright, cool. Come on, don't fly over. He's gonna fly over the rock. Maybe? Maybe? Yes. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's why, if I can save a shot, I'll do it. But the problem with this game is that it's kind of reckless, just with the way the stealth system works. But where'd he go? The fuck? Why is he all the way? Where is he going? The AI in this game, man. Well, let's just wait for him to come past here. Hopefully this tree's gonna hide me enough. Oh, I've been playing DayZ, and the third person and crouch buttons are swapped. Skadoosh. Alright. So, oh. Alright. Okay, so we're not going to loot anything, we're just going to go right into it. The main concern I have, which isn't, it's part of the challenge and not my OCD, is getting the cars to be fine. Like, if they blow up one of the cars by, like, throwing a Molotov for whatever reason, or something like that, then I'm gonna have to, well, I'm gonna restart. Okay, take one out. As long as they don't combat me, obviously, I'll be fine. Oh. Okay, this guy, right, there's one melee guy. Okay. I don't want him to look at me while I attack. And of course, yep, see... Okay, so for whatever goddamn reason, this fucking game, some enemies, for what it happens, like, fairly frequently, they'll just lock onto you even though they're not supposed to know where you're at. So that guy was charging right at me. It wasn't like I just got in his path, like he was trying to transition cover. He just was sprinting right at me. And it happens all the fucking time. It's so annoying. Like, the enemies will just try, like, they'll still be in caution, they'll still be looking for you, but they'll just fucking start humping you and then see you, and they'll just lock onto exactly where you are and just walk there. So goddamn annoying. And that's exactly what just happened there. So fucking stupid. And, okay, apparently... I don't know why that took 3 drinks that time and not 2, but okay. I fucking hate this stupid game sometimes, man. There's just so much dumbass bullshit. Sorry, I need to... I'm still moving. I'm just gonna walk in without looking at the screen, really, because I need to pull up my Twitch to moderate comments. I always forget to do that. Alright, I'm like multitasking. Okay. Well, maybe we can pull off a headshot this time. Probably not, but you know. You know, honestly, I'm gonna go in this house. And, cause I'll run away and hide in that house, but I'll be able to get a better angle now. Alright. This is probably a better strategy. See, I keep trying to go into first person by pressing R3. Maybe I can... I should be able to do, I think, enough damage. I don't know. I don't think I will be. Yeah, I probably won't be able to one-shot him with a knife. Sneak attack. I'm just too weak. Come on, land again. Are you fucking me right now? Come on, dude. Go away. Oh my god. Why? This fucking game. See, like, the thing about the whole stealth, where he's charging at me, if the game was designed to where the AI was that intelligent to, like, oh, like, they're starting to detect you with the caution, and then they start running toward what they think is the target, like, they see, like, a shadow, like, okay, that's fine if the game was consistent, but it's not. That's the problem. That can't be an intentional, like, programming, you know what I mean? Like, that I can only assume is a glitch or a bug. Like, the enemy should not do that, you know? Okay, come on. Alright. Pro Sniper Club. I don't know why they keep going in the ground like that. Alright, well, let's pray that some dumbass bullshit doesn't happen. I'll try to take out the scum first, since he's the melee guy. I'm not running to save my AP, in case I need it. Alright. Guess not. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Well, that's a restart. Like... This game, I fucking hate it. The enemies just twitch around, unhuman-like. It's so fucking retarded, dude. I'll probably just end up editing all this bullshit out. Like, I've been editing, like... I've posted episode 3 today, I can't remember. And... So, like, I'm already, like, 10 episodes ahead. I'm, like, 10 parallel universes ahead of you all, if you're watching this. So, like, whenever I'm finding the problem is that, like... so, I'm gonna have to edit a lot more than I thought. There's gonna be a lot of dry spots where I just don't talk. So, but all the other parts that I do talk, but I'm not doing, like, I basically... So, if I'm just running back and forth, like, scrapping stuff, that's when I, like... speed up the footage, and I didn't grab my fucking ammo, of course, I'll speed it up because it's like, okay, I'm usually not talking, and, you know, it's fast. But then, like, if I'm talking, I usually just keep it the same. But, like, I don't want people to watch me do the same shit over and over. Like, I don't want to subject you to my fucking ridiculous OCD. So, that's, yeah, it's kind of a problem. It hasn't happened often in editing yet, but, like, there was a part that I redid, where, like, I got the art encounter, and I failed the speech check, and I didn't want to fail it. Like, you'll already know this if you're watching, like, all the episodes, but I was like, okay, well, should I keep this in? Like, should I keep the part where I'm going back in? Like, the thing with the series is that I want to show the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to cut anything out, but I also know, like, I don't want to waste people's time, you know what I'm saying? So I want to speed up stuff that's, you know, not important. So, like, if I'm clearing a dungeon, like the problem is that I'm literally for hundreds of hours am going to be running back and forth through a lot of spots, like carrying loot or, you know, traveling somewhere, because there's no fast travel, you know what I'm saying? And I love that, but obviously people aren't going to want to, you know, if they're it's different when you're watching the stream, right? Because it's like, okay, it's happening real time, you know, that kind of thing. But then when you're watching a video, you just want the video to get to the fucking point, you know? So, anyway. So, I'll probably end up leaving the part that I just did, because it's like, okay, well, I was talking, like, I don't want... Because when I edit it, I don't want to speed it up and then have my voice be like, you know, like... I don't know. I'll hopefully figure something out. I hate how these guys are all in different spots every fucking time. Headshot. Okay, we're gonna crit this guy. Should be like 3 more, I think. Damn, I can't one-shot him from this distance. Still not. Oh, you got him. Oh, good job, Preston.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Bow. I am... Well, okay, so the way I did it last time... So, side note, I don't think I'll be struggling with my OCD quite as bad as last time, so I'm not going to explain it. Last time I did this, I basically went in there and cleared everybody out, but I never went in the office where all the settlers are. So that's literally the farthest I've ever gotten in the main story. That I've not done anything else. So, because like the big problem I have with this game and many other like modern games is they just, you can never focus on one fucking thing, and I that's why I always like inch around the map like I've been doing. I thought there was a I thought I remembered this guy. He's dead already, and then his weapon I thought should have been like lying on the ground, because like when you find a corpse, usually you have to loot their body, and then their gun is like not a part of their inventory. Anyway, but like this game, it's like you can't walk 2 steps without being like, you'll be trying to do one thing, and then something will happen, and then something will happen, and then something will happen, and it's like for me, I'm just like, no, okay, that's just too much. Like I wanna just focus on what I want to do. Now I understand, like you could say, oh well, you know, theoretically games will be so big, like, you know, that's because like things are happening in the world to make it feel alive, you know, and it's like, you know, I mean, you are the main character, but like you're not to the world, so it's like, okay, well obviously things are going to happen that don't involve you, but it's like, and that's fine. The only issue I have with that is that you become a part of all the fucking things that are happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could say, oh, well, just because some, like, enemies are fighting doesn't mean it's, like, has to do with you. But it's like you don't know. That's the problem. Like, so many times, like, the game is just designed to where that's not the case, and hopefully that was a good explanation. I fucking hate how there's just, you can't walk 2 steps without shit happening. Like, I just want to be able to walk somewhere and just, like, there doesn't need to be battles and explosions every 2 fucking seconds. You know what I mean? Like, the game, I don't know. I mean, like, if you're walking around somewhere and people are killing each other and all that shit, it's like, okay, if this was really happening all the time like it is in this game, like in this world, then no one would be alive. Like, there would not be this many people. It just doesn't make sense, first of all. I gotta do this so I don't want to, or actually, okay, so here's another problem. Okay, so Concord respawns its loot. However, so on my other account, it was really weird. I'm trying to remember. This area respawned all its loot every time I would leave Concord and come back. But then after like 4 or 5 times of it doing that, it stopped. And I don't know why. So I remember I was like, okay, well, I'm going to loot all of Concord, put all the loot in a body, and then I can't leave the loot in the body because it'll despawn. And then, this is a cool little parkour thing. Yeah, fuck it. There's nothing up there anyway. You can jump on that and then jump on the other roof and get on the roofs that way. I'll do it probably when the Deathclaw shows up, but that's not going to be for like a long time. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. It's just I just want to, because all the loot will disappear if you keep it in the body. So, and I'm already starting to like see that I knew this was going to happen. It's to be expected. Like, when you first start a project, you have like a whole lot you want to say, kind of. You're excited and it's new and whatever. And I knew like the first couple episodes I was editing, it was like, oh cool, like this is really, I hope, really entertaining. Like, I'm talking the whole time and like talking about the game. And it's like, and I mean, I knew it was going to happen. Doing a quote-unquote challenge like this was bound to be like, there's going to be a shit ton of dead spots, and that's fine. But like, I hope that I can like think of things to talk. Like, I hope I can explain what I'm doing.
Got it.
Like, enough. Like, I don't want to just do things and not explain. I'm trying to force myself to talk sometimes. Like usually what'll happen is I'll wake up, like just now, I'll wake up, start the stream, and I'll be talking for like the first maybe hour because I'm like refreshed, and like whatever. And then after that, it's like quiet for the most part, unless someone's in the Discord in the chat. But I don't know. Like, I'm trying to force myself to be like, oh, well, someone might not understand what I'm trying to do. Like, I want to explain what's going through my head. But since since I'm playing it, it's like, it's not that it's not fun, but there is a lot of spots where it's just like, oh my god, like, I need something in the background. And, like, I don't want to, like, typically, when I was playing by myself, I would just, I always listen to ABGN in the background, but I don't want, like, I would always have my headset on, like, with the mic turned on, so I could have my headset on and just hear the, show through the microphone. And I don't want to do that now because, like, well, I guess copyright, and, like, I don't want it to, like, interfere with what I'm doing, because it'll sound all weird, But, so now it's like, okay, I'm more, like, structuring how I play, if that makes sense. So, like, if I don't talk, I want to be like, okay, I'm not going to talk this whole time so that when I edit, I don't have to, like, again, because, like, I can't sit there and watch hours and hours and hours of footage and edit it, like, every single time, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm trying to make it easier on myself in the editing by doing it this way. So, like, when I'm scrapping, like, junk and stuff, like, obviously, yeah, I'm probably going to just turn my mic off and, have something in the background. Like, actually, I think, yeah, we are probably going to clean Concord. I think because there's a fuck ton of junk here. Well, I mean, there is definitely a lot, but it's, I mean, yeah, it's borderline fuck ton. But anyway, and then some other time, like I want to make use of the dark right now, so that's why I'm clearing out. Oh, I got to be careful. There's that random spawn over there. Here's another weird thing about my old file. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what it is first. Hopefully it's not synths. Synths are scary as hell in the beginning. They're just too powerful. Oh, that's an easy one. Well, I knew that was gonna fucking happen. On my old file, that spawn location never spawned anything. It spawned, like, I think twice. I think it was the two guys arguing about a sandwich, or whatever. He's like, you can't, or, yeah, whatever. So, like, they were arguing about that, and then it never spawned anything ever again. But on another account that I was testing stuff out around, that spawned a whole bunch. So, like, I don't understand the spawn system. Like, it seems that if some certain events happen, they just, like, stop spawning stuff in that area, which kind of sucks. Because, like, I want it to, like, even if it's just, like, regular enemy spawns, right? Like, I always want stuff to spawn there. So I don't want it to be, like, gone forever. So, I don't know. It's really weird. Another one that was weird was near the spawn near Abernathy Farm. It's on top of the hill, like, before you get to the bridge, going to Sunshine Tidings. The grandpa or whatever with the little girl, they spawn there, and when they spawn there, there's always a loot bag, usually always a loot bag in that spawn. But then when they spawn, wherever they spawn, they always, like, the stuff that they, like, that's in the bag is owned to them. But then when they, like, I did the event, I talked to them, and then when every single time after that, if it was a different, like, every single time, like, that stuff in that bag would always be there, and it would always be stealing. So even if, like, a different encounter happened, like, new stuff would be in the bag, but it would still be marked as stolen. So it's like the bag itself was marked as stolen, which is really weird. So I could never loot that bag, and it really fucking pissed me off. I just hate bugs like that where it, like, denies me access to stuff. It just really fucking bothers me. It's like, I want that loot. I want that pipe pistol, man. I don't know. It's just fucking annoying. Hopefully they spread out enough to where I can get a couple of kills. Like, obviously getting detected by rad roaches isn't a fucking big deal. But, I do want to be, like, careful. Because I don't want to get infected with an illness. Okay, I know there's another one. Where's the other one? Oh, there you are. It's so weird. Rad roaches are weird. I kind of wish they would randomly spawn, like, in the environments, like, actually randomly, not in, like, predetermined locations, but, like, just in the forest, like, randomly spawn there, because, like, they blend in to the environment so well that, like, you know, it would just make you, like, I mean, rad roaches aren't, like, a big deal, right? But, like, it would just keep you on your toes, like, oh, there might be some rad roaches out here, you know? I don't know. Alright. I think these are permanent spawns here. I just don't want to get too much stuff and stray too far away, because I don't want to risk Concord resetting for some reason, and then that body I put the loot in to disappear. So we're just gonna come back. I think it should still be here, but you never know with this game. Okay, here's the issue. I can't use that one because its head is exploded. I think what I'll actually do is, since I believe that raider is marked as a permanent corpse, because it, like, as you remember, I didn't kill that guy. He was just already dead there. Hopefully I can get over here fast enough. Well, actually, here, I'm gonna re-encumber here. But I should be able to take that corpse farther away because it's marked as permanent. So it's kind of like the bloatfly at Sanctuary, kind of. I believe if I take this corpse too far away from its native cell, it'll disappear, but I should be able to bring it farther away than these other raiders because they're marked just for, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm a nerd. I fucking unequip my shit. We just need to carry this guy far enough to... Or wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. I need to just get to Red Rocket. I should... Okay, I have a strategy. I'm gonna... There's a mailbox over by the house. I'm just gonna carry this guy just a little farther, and then hopefully knife run my way to the mailbox. It's right there, just spawned in. I'm not gonna be able to make it from this distance, just a little farther. Probably once I get right about here. So I've never timed it. You have like maybe 20 seconds before you start taking damage and breaking your limbs when you're over encumbered. And now what I'm gonna do, oops, is I'm just gonna put enough of this in here to run, and just it shouldn't despawn this, because that will respawn like I was talking about on my other account. But I don't think I'll be far enough away for it to do that. I hope this bush here doesn't like cause the game to like unload that area. I'm talking about a bunch of dumb game shit, so should be able to get the rest. And that's really the biggest problem I have with this game, is it's just so fucking unreliable. I mean, oh, it's 2 pounds. You know, it's you just can't trust things. Like I understand that I play the game very fucking weird, but the problem is that as games become newer, and I understand this game was in like what, 2015, 2016, like as games become more akin to real life, the more native rules, is that the right word, or like implied rules, like, oh yes, there's gravity, this is the real world, there's gravity. If games will get to a point where it's like, oh, if I run directly into that wall, I'll take damage because running into a wall hurts, or like just stuff like that. It's more common sense. This game is, I mean, obviously nowhere near reality, but it's like, you don't know the rules. Again, like that, I'm sure that happens to plenty of people. Like, you put shit into a fucking box or something, and you're like, oh, I need to go deposit the stuff that I have on me, I'll come back and grab this stuff, and then when you come back, it's despawned. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, why did it do that? There's just too many game things. Like, the design of this game just fucks the player over so much, I mean, that's intentional with the despawning loot thing, because they designed the game to have the respawning loot, but then they didn't take into account that, oh, well, maybe we should have maybe we should have coded the game to where it's like, if a player puts items into a container that is marked to respawn, like, well, okay, so the way the game is programmed is that the game respawns loot by cells, and the cells are those squares on the map that I was talking about the other time. And so, like, the entire cell that the quarry where the raiders go, that whole cell is marked to respawn loot. And then dungeons, like, some dungeons will respawn loot. So, you know, like the game should have just been like, oh well, if a player has been put items in a box in this cell in this dungeon or whatever, then when it does respawn, it won't respawn. But then when they take the items out, it'll be marked to be okay. Now we can respawn loot. You know, like again, I know that's like such a small thing, but like again, that's you know. Maybe a player puts their gun, you know, that they crafted or found. You know, like what happens if you put a unique item into a fucking box? Okay, that shit's just gone. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't be doing that. Anyway, well, it doesn't look like it respawned yet, but let's just I'm not gonna push farther than this parking lot. But since I've already like been there, I want to get those corpses. And it doesn't look like they're in event respawned either, so that's good. No, actually, no, come to think of it, there is a fuck ton of loot here. Like, this whole area, the next, like, 4 cells around this area have a shit ton of fucking physics objects. Oh my god, yeah, I'm remembering now. Holy shit. Oh wait, there's like a pallet or something. There's a cart, a shopping cart here. Right there that has some shit in it. Just something random. Those items are supposed to be in the cart, but then when the game loads, it doesn't, like, get it exactly right. See, like, some of the stuff's in the cart. You know, I didn't really want to do that. I think those were brass knuckles that fell. Get the fuck out of there. I just heard them fall over here somewhere. God damn it, man. Why do I do this to myself? Oh. Yep, brass knuckles. Alright. I think I got everything. I think there's a bottle. Maybe. I don't know. See, that's the problem with the glass bottles. They're like... They don't have... Like, they have, like, a see-through texture. So then when you try to actually see them in the environment, they don't, like... They kind of reflect light, but they also really don't. So they're, like, transparent. It's really fucking dumb. Anyway. Nobody cares about a fucking glass bottle except for me. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, no, these, like, couple of cells have so much fucking physics objects. And, see, here's the thing, though. It'll be a lot easier on me this time around because... That's the theater, right? That, or is it this? It's, there's that little pond of water. No, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, no, this is the theater, because the railroad track is right there, yeah, so... Damn, that's... Okay, never mind. Wait, what? Red Rocket is closer than that. Oh my god. Is it, though? I don't know, so I'm trying to figure out which, like, distance is closer to scrap all this shit. Last time I did this, I did everything at Red Rocket. Like, I took all the shit there and brought it all the way to Red Rocket. But I think that was actually the most effective way to do it in terms of distance. Damn, that fucking blows. Well, you all will be able to enjoy... Are we gonna start calling this, like...
That's it.
Recycling ASMR or something? I mean, I was watching through something I edited, and I took, like, 25 minutes of me recycling shit, and sped it up as fast as it could go, which was like 800%, and like I got it all done in like 2 minutes, and it was just really satisfying watching all my work in like 2 minutes. So yeah, you all will get to enjoy that. I'll suffer for you. To the 3 people that'll watch me fucking do this. Alright. There's nothing in here. It just always boggles me. Again, it just boggles me what the developers decide to put loot in and what they don't. I mean, I understand there's RAM. Like, video games have to be able to run properly. So you can't really, you know... I just... Like, the PS5 can literally, you know, it's so powerful. Because, you know, all the problem is that all the items in Fallout have physics, right? So it's like, you know, if you have like 100 items in like one area that are all like, you know, trying to, you know, how do I say, like, use the physics, then, you know, obviously the game's gonna run like shit. But, hey, more antibiotics. You know, maybe I'm actually, come to think of it, maybe I'm finding more antibiotics this time around because I actually have points into luck. I just thought of that. There's Wonder Glue there. Again, see, it's such a random fucking thing. But anyway, so like they had to pick and choose, you know, what items and where and how many, you know. But the PS5, it's like, dude, could you imagine? They could just go ham and be like, oh yeah, we just want to fucking put all this shit here, and, you know, that's just the way it is. Alright. Is that everything? I think? Alright. There's some stuff over here. There's like a kickball and a dumpster. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me. No, there is a fuck ton of stuff in Concord. Oh my god, I forgot how much stuff there is here. There's so much shit here. I think this is honestly one of the biggest, like, Vault 111 has a fuck ton of stuff, but it's at least pretty, you know, straightforward. It's just up on the hill, you just grab it and go. But this place, oh my god, I forgot how much stuff is everywhere. For some reason, there's a deflated kickball here that you can't fucking grab. However, there is one that you can. I forgot where. I have this feeling that there is one. Right? Ah, I can't even remember. I always planned to, like, when I like beat the game or whatever and like cleared all the areas, I planned on bringing Dog Meat out with me and having him search like 24/7 to like find little things that I missed. But I don't really know how he's coded, so I don't know what he'll find in the range and whatever. Oh, that's right. There's a little, like... Where is it? Oh, is it that? No? There's a little, like, dilapidated... Like... What do you call that? The like, cement that the... Foundation? There's a little foundation with some items on it, but I don't want to push that far. Because I don't want to trigger, Clara... or Carla or whatever is over there. I don't want to trigger her to start walking. Or, you know, like, coming or whatever. Yeah, so I've never been in the modding scene. Like, I've never really modded any game. I like to play the experience the developers, like, officially have made, you know what I mean? Because, like, to me, like, mods can literally be anything, so it can just, like... It takes the purpose away from me, you know? Like I understand why people do it. It's, like, enjoyment. They want to mod their favorite game and see it in a different way. But, like, I'm not going to mod anything until after I, like, do everything, you know what I mean? So... but anyway, I was looking at mods, and I saw a mod that, takes all of these, like, boarded up like every single one of these boarded up buildings and actually makes them dungeons. Like, that is fucking wild, you know what I mean? Like, that shit, whoever did that, you're a fucking amazing person. Like, that is so cool. Like, they took every single one of these fucking buildings, like, in the whole game, they took every building and made them unique dungeons. Like, that is insane. And then, like, you know, the other cool mod I was seeing, like, I mean, there's a couple. There's, like, there's one called, is it, like, Fallout 4 Unofficial Patch or whatever? That, like, and they're still updating that fucking thing. Like, they're still, they're patching bugs in this game still. It's a mod, and they're just fucking patching the game. They're finding every little fucking bug. It's insane. Like, that is crazy. Like, I mean, like, I mean, the patch notes, I mean, I'm not even kidding, like, I couldn't even read it all. It was, like lines and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines. I mean, it's dated all the way back in, like, 2016, so there's that many fucking fixes. That is, and they're still going. I was just jaw-dropped when I saw that. I was like, there's no way. And, like, these guys also do like, they do all Bethesda games. They do Skyrim, they do, I think, like, New Vegas and Fallout 3 and stuff. I knew they did Skyrim, I just assumed that they did all the other ones, too. Like, that is just insane. it makes me happy because like that's kind of my like mindset, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously I'm not like a coder, but like that's the kind of thing that I'm interested in. Something, I mean, it's not niche, but like it is though. You know, they people take their time to make this one game that they love the best it can be, and that is like I'm totally on board with that. You know, I was talking to one of my friends about this. Like, like the tradition of releasing a sequel to a game is dare I say like old school, or not old school, but like out of date. Like that whole model of, oh, we've got like just the first one that comes to my head, like Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3. Like, do you not think that if back in the day developers had access to the internet and updates and whatever, do you not think that they would just make Final Fantasy and then a year later, hey guys, we have like expansions. It's quote unquote Final Fantasy 2. You know, it's a whole new story but it's like in the same game, so you can still play the game and like have access to the new content. Like, do you not think that that's how that would be? Because like that's what I want. I want this Fallout 4 to be Fallout. Like, this is Fallout, and then they just keep like. Could you just imagine, like, obviously add new loot, like, expand the map, and then you could just keep going and going and going, and then new enemies, and, like, every, like, 5 years or whatever, they'd be like, okay, we're updating the engine. It's, like, it won't change the game, but it'll, like, again, just make it better. Like, that's how games need and should be. Like, another example, like Call of Duty. I just wish there was one fucking Call of Duty. They just keep adding guns and maps, and maybe like have a game mode where they try the advanced movement. I don't know. I'll stop there. I don't want to go on a whole nother tangent. But anyway, I think I've looted everything. There's really not a lot of shit to loot in this giant ass town that you might think. It really is just a poor like, you know what? I would honestly prefer if they, like, these houses are basically, like, the same, right? More or less. Like, I would honestly prefer they just make these hollow. You know what I mean? Like, they had the first like, I just remember how, like, disappointed I was when I first came here. When I first went through Concord. I was like, oh my god, look at all these buildings. Like, there's gonna be so much loot. And then, like, I get to the first house here. I was like, oh yeah, let's just start right on this house and just, let's just start looting everything. I loot everything. I'm like, okay, that was neat. All right, on to the next one. Oh, I can't access this. Oh, I can't access any of this. Oh, all these are boarded. Like, it's such a fucking, like, because okay, I understand. Like, I'm not an idiot. I understand that you can't. Technology is a thing, and RAM and all that stuff I was talking about before. Like, you have to build the game so it runs. But, like, I don't know. For me, it's like, if I'm making a game, I'm gonna do it right. Like, if I would just find a way. Obviously, this is a business. It's about money, and, like, I understand I'm talking about a fictional world. But, like, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing that I just don't understand. Like, if a random fan can mod the game to give dungeons to every single building in the game, why can't a group of 1,000 developers do that? Like, that's the part. I understand they have like deadlines and all this, but again, like, people want to give projects money. Like, for me, if Activision or Infinity Ward or whatever, if I could just pay them, like, I would literally pay them $60+ a year to support and add and whatever content to Call of Duty 4, which I think I mentioned before is like my favorite game. If like the multiplayer, like, in the campaign or in all that, like that world, if I could just like, no, okay, I don't want a Modern Warfare 2. Can you just take my $60 and support this game? Like, just I don't know. It's just so annoying. Like, or like, at least if you're gonna, like, that's, I know I'm talking about a whole nother franchise here, but that was why I was kind of happy with how they handled Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, and Vanguard, even though Vanguard was complete ass and whatever. but they at least kind of intertwine the games, sort of. Like they were, you know, because of Warzone, like they kind of were all connected. But like I'm talking like, okay, like if you want to make a Call of Duty 4, like a Modern Warfare 1, make a Modern Warfare 2, but just make it an expansion. You know, do it like World of Warcraft or RuneScape or, you know, like an MMO. Just let me play with the old content and then you add new content. Like, games need to stop just starting from scratch. You know, like if you want to start from scratch, just make a new IP or, you know. You know, like with Fallout 4, it's like, okay, maybe like all that stuff I was explaining before, you know, you don't want to do that. Okay, well then, just have it to where when you boot up Fallout 4, you can play that you can either like, let's say they just make a Fallout 5, and it's like a new map, a new area, like a, you know, new story. Okay, well make it to where I can at least play the same game, but like play as a different character, or maybe you can design the game to where I can take my Fallout 4 character and put him in the Fallout 5 game, and the lore is all into. Like I understand. I'm talking like, okay, well that's a shit ton of work we got to do. We got to like figure out all the choices you made in this game and code the game, and like you're gonna be a higher level than a starting guy. You know, like I understand, but just fucking do it. Technology is at a point now where it's like we can do that kind of stuff. Really, all this stuff comes down to is just a lack of. It's money. It's money, it's business, it's all that. The passion's there, I hope, I think. But it's just, you know, investors and all those people in suits got to make money, which, okay, cool. Like, I think I said that before. Like, if I want to make a game, I want to make that fucking game. I don't care if I get paid. Like, yes, I need money to live. But, like, if I can make a game that I love and I want to make, and just get paid enough to live and make the game, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, I would be, like, again, like with this, like, if I could get, I mean, this is different, but if I could get paid to just stream this, make videos, like, I'm talking, like, if I could make, like, $2 an hour, I'm not even kidding, if I could make $2 an hour, or $1 an hour, and just make enough to pay for my apartment, and food, and to play the game, like, okay, I'm good. That sounds like a dream come true. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start scrapping stuff, and I'm running out of things to talk about. And I was kind of pacing back and forth because, when, like I said before, when I talk, I just get distracted. So yeah, excuse me. I think I'm gonna yeah, I think I'm just gonna start recycling everything here. Because there's a fuck ton of stuff. Oh, this is going to take me probably like 2 hours or so, probably longer. But all right, let's get to work.